Hey, and for those of you that do not know, my name is John Dietrick, and I am a senior at Atlee High School, and I have enlisted in the Marine Corps. Essence of God is love. What a concept, huh? The essence of God is love. I have heard all the things that say our God is vengeful, angry, jealous, healer, forgiver, and Father, but the essence of God is love. What a glorious thing to think about. Now, above the second reading, in italics, there's a sentence that says, "We cannot say we love God whom we have not seen, while hating fellow Christians whom we regularly see. Love towards God is to be matched by love towards others, because the essence of God is love." What a thing to have, a God who, no matter what else he is at some points in the scriptures or teachings, he is love, through and through. When I go to youth activities like national youth gatherings and Kairos, I see God through others' loving actions, like a simple back rub to a friend who's going through a rough time, a laugh shared between them, or a deep conversation about why the world is the way it is. When our youth group went to Logan, West Virginia, I saw this concept in reality. The town of Logan was an old coal mining town who's been forgotten by the new way the world runs. When we first got there, all I saw were houses that had been burned, abandoned, and torn down. And my first impression of the town when we pulled up was, how could anybody still be living here? When we were in Logan, I was told there was a kids club, and I wanted to do it right away. I was lucky in the fact that I got the assignment. Kids club is part of the program where the kids get to come in the morning and stay all day and play games and hang out, and in the middle of the day, we give them kind of like a children's sermon for about an hour. When the first day rolled around, I was absolutely terrified. I didn't know what the kids would be like, and I half expected them to be the stereotypical bad kids, that they were going to make the week harder than it needed to be. When it was time for us to go pick up the kids that weren't in walking distance from the school, I was freaking out. We turned down this gravel road with trailers on either side. And we pulled up to the first kid's house, and before any of us could even get out of the car, he sprinted to the car, opened the door, and hopped right in like it was the most normal thing he'd ever done in his life. And then it happened. I started a conversation, and this kid turned out to be one of the most caring, kind, honest people ever. And he was so compassionate towards everybody else who got in the van after him. When we had our little caravan, we started back to the school where the kids' club was held. When we got there, the first thing that happens was everybody just kind of relaxed in the gym. They played basketball, foursquare, and some of us just sat around. Well, while I was sitting around, a little girl, no more than 4 or 5, crawled into my lap and just started a conversation with me, like I had been her neighbor all those years. This is the first time of many that the kids welcomed me as if I was their own. As the week went on, there were more moments that the kids showed their actions through God's unconditional love. I was a stranger, and they would open up to me like I'd been their neighbor for years. They would come up to me and show me all their skills and their talents. Like, there's this one kid who could do a magic trick, and it completely baffled me. I went home, I looked it up on YouTube, and I tried to figure out how he did it. He even showed me, and I still didn't understand. It was impressive. I was completely lost for words. I used to think that I was the type of Christian that wouldn't necessarily preach about my religion. I would show it through my actions, but I was nowhere near what the kids of Logan were doing. They were showing God's love through their actions, whether or not they knew it. The essence of God is love. Kids who had so little also had the most to give. I saw God in the way those kids welcomed a complete and utter stranger into their lives, and I wonder if they know how much they changed mine.